Welcome back to my channel, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made that sample using Mimic Creative Sampler. Super simple, just a couple chops that basically created the entire inspiration of this whole song. And I'm just basically going to reverse engineer everything that I did. First, I'm going to run through the sample, and then I'll just play everything. I'm not gonna really add some more stuff to this. I've already got a bunch of stuff added. So this is more of a reverse engineering, showing you how easy it can be finding a little bit of inspiration with minimal work done. As long as you've got a good ear, minimal work done. But let's just dive into the computer and show you how I got here. If you like what you hear, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get after it. All right, so here's my Mimic Creative Sampler right here. I've been messing with the speed knob right here a ton, but let's just go ahead and bring this all the way back to 0. Let's zero that out. I think that's all. And where's the sensitivity knob at 75%? All right, here. Let's play the original sample here, if I can. That's the original sample, right? There was more to it. I'm not gonna play any more to it. I'm not gonna bore you out with that. That was the original sample. There's probably a million different beats you can make off of this sample. The sample is pretty fire. What I've been doing a lot recently is messing with the speed knob to the point where it almost becomes like a one shot, maybe. Yeah, I think almost like a one shot. And I'm just making a little loop with some simple one shots, and that becomes the foundation of my beat. Then I start layering some stuff on top. So, I mean, you saw what I did. I turned the speed. I made a copy of this Mimic, so I'll go to the copy. So here's the before of nothing being, this is the original sample. Let's take it down to the other one. I pass it up, here it is. Boom. Here's the speed. This slows this entire sample down. So this is what I'm messing with now. I'm gonna play just one of the keys in its entirety. I don't hold the key for that long when I'm playing, but let's just listen to what this sounds like. So I go from there, and like I said, I kind of just use it as a one shot. And that's how I got to this point right here. Man, I don't know, my brain starts going into a million different directions in a good way, in a really good way. My creative juices start flowing. So the next thing I did was this guy right here. I threw some keys. Now that you know what key you're in, you can kind of mess around. You can either play some stuff or draw it in. If you're like me, I play some stuff pretending like I know what I'm doing, and I really don't. And then I'll just kind of edit and draw some extra stuff in. I've made this mistake early on in my non-beat making career, where I'm just looking for the right sound, but I haven't even played anything yet. And I'm doing that for a half hour, and then I'm just tired and I give up on this damn beat. But now I've gotten to the point where I'm just gonna get a regular piano, play some keys. Once I find the right kind of chord progression and the right keys and the right everything, I'm gonna go ahead and look for a different instrument. Let's play what I've got here. I'm gonna play these two things stacked together, and let's listen to it. All right, now it's starting to come together, starting to fill out really, really well. The sample's starting to become, it's starting to become a good foundation, but it's not overpowering. I've got it EQ'd, super flat. It's almost in the background. It's very noticeable if I were to mute it. which is kind of how I use my samples. Noticeable if it's muted. When it's not muted, it's not the main focus. It's just a good collection of sounds coming together. So that was, those are layered together amongst other sounds here. I'm gonna play everything in totality right now. There's also some vocals on there, and that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to show you how I got to the sample. And like I said, sometimes it's just better to, I shouldn't say it's just better. For the last few beats that I've made, I've really turned the speed knob down and looked for some one shots that'll kind of carry a beat, and then started adding some layers to that. But I mean, if you remember what this sample sounded like originally, I'm sure you can make some fire loops, much longer, not so much one shot, much longer, and make a pretty solid beat with it. But this is what I've been doing recently, is just using, trying to find some good one shots. I'm gonna play you what I have right now. There's some vocals involved as well. There's a lot of cool different sounds. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I'm going to play it without the vocals. I'll let it go for the entire loop, and then I'll unmute the vocals. See you guys later.